Warning: the following broadcast contains strong opinions, playful antics, and controversial topics causing off-the-rails fun. Chances for being offended are higher than average for sensitive people. Viewer discretion is not advised. Live a little and have some fun.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Coach's Box Call It Like We See It podcast. I am Coach Halley. I am joined by Coach Miller. A little bit of a discrepancy on what number episode this is. 250 or 251.
251.
It gets your 250th, but it could.
I don't.
So
No,
but
251.
We've got an exciting show tonight. We think we're going to be joined by the others here shortly. A lot going on with life. It's basketball season, and all of these guys are basketball coaches. I guess technically I'm a basketball coach too, if you count third grade girls as coaching basketball.
I would say that's hey, don't sell yourself short, Kevin. Okay, look, coaching basketball, no matter what grade it is, no matter what skill level it is, it's very relative to each level all the way through. Because I have kids you probably have kids who can make layups better than I have kids who can make layups, and I coach varsity basketball, and I love those guys. But I'm like, for the love of God, please just don't throw the ball to the other team. Make your layups, because you remember you had this joke about St. Pius being Latin for missed free throw.
Yeah,
I made the comment the other day because we were talking about how bad our kids are, not just in boys basketball sometimes, but in even our girls basketball. And our girls coach was talking about, like, gosh, we missed so many layups. And I said, I believe that Fox could be Latin for missed layup, and it could be true. So yes,
Latin,
it happens.
Latin's a versatile language. So yes,
it's also dead, but still, it doesn't matter. It still applies here.
But
so,
well, it's been an exciting time, I think, as well. Something that I got to see something this past weekend that I'm not sure I thought I'd ever get to see. And I've been at Pius for a long time as a student, faculty, and staff member. I got to watch my Lancers play in a state championship football game.
Yeah.
I
bet that was pretty awesome. I gotta say.
I said it to a couple of people that, and I'll say this: I don't know how many people, I don't know how many other people probably bleed blue and gold as much as what I do, and I don't know if you would concur on that or not, but it was a really exciting thing to watch, and I'll say it, my Lancers play in the state championship game. I don't give a crap what the score was. I don't give any of that because the boys played hard. They wore the golden domes, my favorite helmets. We got away from them for a while, and I'm so glad the coaching staff coaches went back to the gold helmets. It was really cool to watch play. The only downside is I had to drive all the way to St. Joseph on a Saturday and then drive back that night in order to watch it. The cold and the whole bit was nothing that really cut through it. It was just a cool thing to see happen, and I hope I get to see many more over the next however many years I get graced with it.
I mean, I worked at St. Pius, coached there for 5 years, worked there for 4. And I mean, we can look. I mean, I'm not oblivious. I'm not going to ignore the Jefferson County maybe bias against St. Pius at this point, because I was there. I know exactly how sometimes the public use it, but you got to give a lot of credit to the fact that what Frank did there, what he built in the short amount of time he was there, and then it really doesn't matter. You still have to win the games, and the fact that they got there, and Blair Oaks is dropped down a class because of classifications. The reigning state champions in the class, class 3, and now you got to play them in class 2. I mean, you get there, and that's all you can ask for is just having a shot to play for it. So kudos to them. Kids, that's one thing you can always say. And your kid, when you're a coach, you want your kids to play hard. And I believe from what I've watched when Frank Ray was coaching, the kids always played hard. And as a coach I'm having these conversations, I feel like the last couple nights in our locker room as a basketball coach saying, I'm only asking you to play as hard as you can. That's it. Just give me that. And we'll just see what happens, let the chips fall where they may. So for that fact, I text Coach Ray in the morning, told him good luck because, I as a fan of hard, coaches who want their kids to play hard, I wanted to see success. And I it sucks, because the outcome was pretty lopsided, not gonna lie, but you're there.
Yeah.
And to have the opportunity to have the chance to do that and to bring home some state hardware, that's something I never got to do as a player. I've only got to do it once as a coach, and that was as an assistant coach 20 some odd years ago. So, it's a great feeling when you're a kid and you get to you will live that the rest of your life. So kudos to all those guys.
It was really weird because I got to see kind of how this would go at the beginning. I'm watching everything. I'm watching the teams warm up. Pius comes out, and we got all 35 of our players dressed because we've got some injuries and some freshmen that aren't dressed to play. And then Blair Oaks comes down from their locker room on the other end, and they come into the field, and I kind of do a quick head count, and I go, they only got like 34 kids. I go, all right. Big Bad Blair Oaks is much. About 12 minutes later, here comes 35 more down from the locker room. That was just their offense warming up on the field. The defense came down second, and 35 more of them came down to warm up. And I'm like, okay, this just got real. And they've got 60 kids on the sideline. The whole town of Wardsville, Missouri is in St. Joseph. We had a pretty decent student turnout for it being a 10-hour round trip in one day.
So wild.
So yeah, we could have gone to Memphis and it would have been a shorter drive. And it was just,
but like it's centrally located. I mean, it was a great decision by Misha to put it there. It's centrally located.
Yeah, it was for everybody. It was centrally located. If this were the NFL,
it's
like playing the Super Bowl in London.
It's so relative. It's so relative. Yeah. There's no possible way. Like it. And I get it, we might have a chance of, hosting a playoff game. Drink, come on. No.
Yeah.
No, let the kids.
I'm telling you, Jeff City's Atkins Stadium probably has as much seating as what Missouri Western does.
That just blows my mind. Stupid. The fact that we can't just play a central. I don't even like having Final Four basketball games at Springfield. Now, I will say this, back in the day when you could utilize the Hearn Center, even though it was crap, and Mizzou Arena, fantastic. The only caveat to playing basketball games at Missouri State in Springfield, which is not centrally located in our state, is the fact that you can play in the Q and the Hammond Center, and you can literally walk 5 seconds from one to the other. It's perfect. That's the only setup. If Columbia or Jefferson City had that, that's the best. because that's what you want. You want to be able to run two games at once. Anyway, I could get on a tangent. I don't want to do that. It's not
tangent.
Yeah, no.
And then
It's a good looking shirt you got on there, Miller.
Yeah, I know, right? Thank you. You too.
Yep. And then those football guys jumped right into wrestling and basketball on Monday, and I think some of them played in a basketball game last night. Having basically, I guess, the old Valley style practice going into the Crystal City tournament where they went.
Wait a minute. Wait. Hey, does that mean they had 10 practices in? Come on now.
Well, if they play
inquiring
football,
minds want to know.
It doesn't matter. They was playing football.
Can I have 10?
They're playing football. No, they don't.
No, they don't.
It's got to be 10.
The football ones count. Yeah, they've had more than 10 practices if you can.
All right, if you
because
say.
the football ones count.
Guys, I'm just giving you crap. I don't care.
They don't care if they do any. They don't care if they do any sport specific stuff. They're only conditioning practices.
Okay, listen. I don't think
so. The cross country
I don't think
team
Michigan
be
cares
ready.
either way. Okay, they don't care. They don't care.
The only one that cares. The only people that care are the other schools around you if they're trying to find something on you.
You think there's other schools around St. Pius that try to find things?
Water. Hey, wait. In
I'm
other news,
staying out of that.
water, wet.
Yeah.
Throwing that out there.
Hey, that's okay. I don't coach any of those schools anymore, so I can stir it up.
Yeah,
Actually, you do. You coach football at one.
Well, but they were independent. They weren't in the conference. They didn't kick you out of the conference. They were independent.
They're around us.
They were independent. They had nothing to do with it.
So, me and Jarvis had a lot of fun, haven't we, Jarvis?
Yeah, coaching with Miller is fun.
Wow,
that's not what you said last week.
It's unique.
Yeah,
uniquely fun.
I need to go back and watch the show. I feel like I might need to.
That may have been after hours. I don't know.
Yeah, that's okay.
Either way. Wait, nothing I wouldn't say here. I wouldn't say to his face. After
that's probably true. Wait.
Yep. Now you're over there.
Hey, now, hey, Jarvis was giving me a hard time in front of Eddie tonight, and he said, "Hey, look, because Eddie wasn't in our game last night. We played Rockwood Summit, and apparently, I didn't let Jarvis call any out of bounds plays.
None. Zero.
That's
my job.
I didn't stop you from doing it.
No, you didn't even. There was no. I couldn't even spit him out.
You gotta be quick. You gotta just jump in there. You're like, well, I didn't want. Eddie's just laughing because he knows you just gotta do it. And you're like, well, I didn't want to step on toes. It's like, you gotta do it. Well, you want to get mad? I don't care. I'll get mad.
No, I didn't get mad. I just
you're like, I'll get mad. Like, I don't care. Just do it. Just do it.
No, I was just like, well, if you want to call them yourself, call them, bro. They suck. It's you. I mean,
they all suck because I'm running them. That's why I wanted you to do it. So it's fun. It was my fault last night. Things were a little out of sorts. Eddie couldn't be there, and Eddie usually calls the defense. I want Jarvis to call our out of bounds plays and offense stuff. And then here I am. I'm reverting back to bad habits of mine. So I take full responsibility for how bad we played.
But he can rewind. We had one bad quarter. I mean,
that's true. We did.
And we just had one, and it was such a bad quarter that we couldn't recover.
Yeah, our first quarter was bad. We were outscored 24-4. And then after that, everything was pretty even. Matter of fact, we won the second half. But, when you spot a team 20 points, it's really tough to come back from that. And we proved that. So,
But I will think, and I agree. I wasn't part of his staff last year, of course. I was an okay voice at that time, but now there's a new voice. But anyway, when I was an okay voice, but since I've joined his staff, I think his kids are playing really hard, and we just got to play hard from the start to the finish, and we figure that out, I think, and we clean up some, blocking out, rebounding, and throwing it to the people with the same jersey color as us. We'll be all right,
Hey, maybe we'll see.
Hey, look at this. Speaking of coaching, savants and winners. How'd you do tonight there, sir?
We won. We played probably our best ball game of the year.
Wow, look at you.
We played Windsor, and that was for the group that we have this year. Last year, their toughest ball game, and they
well, I mean, with you as a coach, I mean, what would we expect? Nothing but wins.
Did you run the flex?
No, we did not.
All right, get off the show. I need Zach. I need somebody to run the flex. Like I'm having flex withdrawals.
I thought Justin Ford was running it.
I don't know. Okay, I don't talk to Justin all the time. All right, he's got his own thing to do, and
he's got the Ford.
I'm going to attempt flex concepts with the third grade girls and see how that goes.
I'm gonna ask Martucci how that's going.
So, yeah, we got this Thursday, tomorrow night, we're putting in our man concepts with them and starting to teach them man-to-man defense from an early age.
Oh,
and
my
then at
gosh.
that point,
please don't ever play zone. Please don't.
I think
zone should be outlawed until high school.
We're probably just going to let them run around in circles on offense because that's all they're going to end up doing anyway. Yeah. So,
Zach, I don't think that Aaron Portella would agree with you.
Well, he's won a lot more
than
me.
Rhodes, so I guess Ron Rhodes is a zone disciple.
But you got to know how to play man first, and to get to that point, like you can't just stick him in a zone and not get
these
him to move,
are the facts,
and not get him to move, and not get him to read, and not get him to think, and not all of that.
But I want to win games. I want to win the second grade championship.
Sounds like
ball. So we are going to play that 2-1-2. And we are going to sit in that, and we're going to force you guys to shoot outside shots, and I'm going to win the second grade bowl.
Jarvis has all those trophies from all you coaching youth sports and winning the aluminum bracket.
No, I hated. I despised. I really struggled. And sometimes my wife would tell me to shut up and then I just started coaching YMCA because I couldn't stand it. I'm like, why are we running? No, who cares if they win? Just you let them run man to man. And I will say they tried the bracelets and you guard the guy with the bracelet. That was kind of crappy too.
We did that a little bit last year with those.
But that was better than the zone. So
yeah.
So.
Well, hey, who's in the zone right now? Coach Moore from Michigan.
Yeah.
I have been reading about that this evening.
So you've read since we left.
Oh my God.
Is there more breaking news?
Well, first off, he's been detained by police. Okay.
No,
that doesn't mean now listen. Social studies teachers, that does not mean arrested. That does not mean arrested.
No,
it just simply means
nothing.
Okay, so so he had an affair, allegedly. Excuse me.
There we go.
You can get arrested for affairs now.
Okay,
oh my gosh! I
Jarvis,
know a lot of people that should be arrested.
Would you stop?
Okay,
I'm trying to deliver the news.
Could I deliver some news of people that should be arrested? Anyway, go ahead.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So the executive assistant to the head football coach, this Paige Shiver, apparently he was, having, he was doing things maybe he shouldn't do. So here's what I've read so far. Again, this is I'm going to disclaimer this 1,000% speculation because I'm not sure. I'm reading it off Twitter, but there's a lot of people and it just keeps getting shared. So you never know. We'll see. So apparently,
so it's on the internet. It's true.
Oh yeah, so it's true. Abraham Lincoln is quoted right here. Apparently, allegedly knocked her up, forced an abortion, stalked her, doubled her salary. Today, all the coaches had a meeting without him. He caught wind of it, went to her house with a knife, kicked the door down, and was yelling at her about ruining his life, and was arrested by the cops.
He went to her house with a knife.
Okay.
So I don't think the affair is the worst thing here on this, but
yeah,
he's in protective custody because he's threatened to kill himself. So
Oh my gosh, that girl must
Jesus,
be.
you just
Wow.
way to bury the lead on he's been detained on that one.
Well, I started. Listen, the comments too. This is a terrible situation, but the comments, everything are. They're really kind of funny. I can't help it. I don't know what to say.
So he went to her house.
Allegedly, Jarvis. Come on, allegedly.
Okay,
Who knows?
That was journalism.
I'm sorry. The history teacher went out the window all of a sudden.
I wonder if he continued to fall out of the Bobby Petrino tree and hit every branch on the way down and wrecked a motorcycle out at the same time.
Wrecked him? Darn near killed him.
Yeah, near killed him.
He allegedly went to her house with a knife.
Which means the cops were like, you went to her house with a knife, and some lawyer goes, allegedly.
See, what had happened was.
So there's pictures, and it says stuff like horny and arrested of him. God, this is terrible.
Oh my God.
He was quoted as saying his picture of him. I was horny, all right. I'm not the same man I was 5 minutes ago.
Oh my gosh.
These are terrible, but they're funny. I can't help it. It's just hilarious.
The internet is undefeated.
The internet is undefeated.
It always wins.
I mean,
stuff. And the poor guy, he may have never went with a knife, but the internet won. I mean, which I'm sure he did. But you know, what do you do?
I mean, I like how it was like breaking. He was fired by Michigan for cause following a 9-3 season. Like that's
understatement of the year.
Yeah, I mean, like let's just say
cause, just cause,
but cause.
Hey, I'm thinking Michigan definitely needs a new voice.
Jarvis, did you put in your resume?
They definitely. I know a voice that never will show up at some girl's house with a knife. That would
there's a picture of him like doing the whole Coldplay holding thing. These are great. I mean, I'm telling you right now,
Michigan's going to hire some 80-year-old. That's the next.
You are going down that rat hole right now.
I am.
You are just scrolling.
We've lost Chris for the night.
Scrolling.
Yeah, I'm out for the night, guys. I'm just gonna.
Chris is not going to comment much. He is down the rabbit hole.
Allegedly, the first allegedly what had happened. I was thinking when it said staffer, I thought, what's the age? What are we talking about?
Oh wait, hey, if she's 22, I'm 32. Okay. Holy smokes, there's no way. Yeah, trust me.
You might be close. You might be closer to 32 than she is to 22.
That's
what's the number one rule in politics?
If her feet don't touch the floor,
oh my god,
she sits in a chair.
Oh my gosh, stop it!
Isn't it double the age, divide 2 and add 7? That's the number.
What is it?
So,
say what? If double the age?
Yeah, it's the age. It's divide by 2 and add 7.
Okay, hang on, Kevin. You can't use complex multiple system equations here. You have to use small steps.
True or false? Man's holding up some fingers. True or false?
Start with the first part, and then read it to him. Okay.
Allegedly.
Listen, right. I think too highly of Jason to do that to him. I'm not going down that path.
Oh my goodness.
Man.
Notre Dame.
No, listen. I was just thinking
of
my situation and the age, and that's why I was like,
Jarvis over there trying to do the math, going, "Is my equation right?
It's got to be your bowl."
Yeah. I'm like, guys, come on now. Let's not.
Damn it.
Let's not talk too much about age.
All right.
Okay.
Anyway,
where does Michigan go from here now, though?
Oh my
God.
God.
I mean, I think Caleb Moore needs a job, don't he? No, he's still hired.
Yeah.
You know,
hey, Harbaugh will still have a job after this.
How about Gruden? Gruden to Michigan.
There we go.
Dion would leave.
I'm going to be honest. Michigan's going to make the safest hire they can possibly make at this point.
Brian Kelly. Oh wait, you said safest. I didn't say crappiest. You say crappiest.
It's got to be somebody in the NFL, some retread.
Bill Belichick could need a new job.
Matt Patricia. If you can't,
Well,
Charles Woodson.
Lane
Chip
Kiffin.
Kelly.
Lane Kiffin.
Deshaun Foster needs a job.
Oh my gosh. That would be the
Chip
funniest.
Kelly's looking for one too now.
Yes, Chip Kelly is.
Chip Kelly.
Which Kelly would you hire, Brian or Chip? Go.
Oh, Chip. She never should have left Oregon.
No, he shouldn't have. Jarvis, you didn't weigh in on that one.
On what?
Oh my gosh, you're worse than the kids. Never mind.
I
didn't read your accommodations. Continue.
I said Charles Woodson.
It's not the question.
Charles Woodson.
Oh,
You're so far behind.
Pat McAfee.
There you go.
Better coach than Brian Kelly. All right. So Zach, you had alluded to something, and we probably need to touch on it before we go to break.
Oh boy.
Go ahead.
Just how Notre Dame took their ball, and they didn't play like a champion. They took their ball and went home. And
you know what they did, Zach? They said, "Screw you, ESPN."
Yeah.
And screw Disney and screw all you people that want to make money off of us.
You don't speak that ill about Mickey Mouse. You don't.
No,
do that.
it was all about money.
All right.
And
well, hang on.
How are you ranked? How are you ranked?
Time out, because we're going to commercial. We're going commercial. That was
you
a
said
teaser.
Before.
I know. That was called a tease.
I don't want a tease.
I don't care.
Like tease.
I don't care.
Like being teased.
Nope,
I don't like it.
That's tough. When we come back, Jarvis will finally get satisfied without having the tease.
Hey,
you're watching the coach's
I don't know
box.
Who Jay Green is, but I don't agree.
No, I don't care. You're watching the coach's box. We'll be right back.
I'm the guy sitting next to your girl on the kiss cam.
And this game just got a lot more interesting.
Sheila? Mom?
Fire!
And if you don't have the right home coverage, you might have to kiss your savings goodbye. Let's go, beat it. So get Allstate, save money, and be better protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Bro!
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands?
It's Between Takes with Daikin and Dave Mars.
Good. All right, next set up.
Hey, Dave, we got another question about energy savings. And this is a good one.
Yeah, efficiency is so important.
Didn't you just talk with Daikin about this?
They said energy efficiency is the key to a happy marriage. She gets the temperature, I get the savings.
Good to know. I'll tell them to check with their local Daikin dealer.
All right, back to one.
Give Home by SMCI a call today at 636-337-4444 or email them at service@homebysmci.com. In the hobby of collecting, check out Elite Collectibles, open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. They carry a wide variety of sports cards, trading cards, magic cards, Pokemon cards, and other non-sports cards. Need some supplies? They also have sleeves, top loaders, boxes, and much, much more. They have online auctions every Tuesday at 6 p.m. and also do bulk grading submissions to SGC and CGC. Check out Elite Collectibles at 1258 Main Street in Imperial, Missouri. You can also view their entire inventory at www.elitecollecting.com.
You need new entertainment. You need full-length content. You need the Real Fresh channel. Hey, I'm Health Fresh from the Real Fresh channel. Subscribe today on YouTube. We have new content. We are a network of podcasters putting out new stuff every single day. Whether you need sports, pro or college, whether you need comedies, whether you need pop culture, whether you need wrestling. We've got so much content on there. Gaming. Check it out. Live, not live. We've got it all. The Real Fresh channel. Subscribe today.
Being with
Oh, we lost Chris.
What happened to Chris?
Well, he got too excited about this Notre Dame stuff.
I say
he went down the wrong rabbit hole on the Sharon Moore story, and they kicked him off the internet.
He had to be private. He had to be private about it.
Yeah, he's detained. Chris is detained.
Chris is detained. He's detained.
Yeah.
No, he's not detained.
There he is.
Detained.
There he is. Can't see me.
He has been released. He has been released from his detainment.
I'm good.
So Jason's not the only one that just gets up and walks away from his camera then, huh?
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna make it back in time. Sorry, I had to use the restroom. Okay, like I was trying to do all the other stuff, and I'm like, oh crap, I gotta hurry and go.
See Coach K taking time off. Infamous Chris.
Really? That's rich. Pot calling the kettle black.
Wow. There's
Show up
so
to
many
half the
things I
time
want
on your
to say,
job.
but I will let that happen in the coach's office. So back to what we were talking about, and I was about to rant. And
okay, go ahead.
My rant got interrupted, so my brain and my gerbil slowed down in my head.
Get the hamster back.
I got to get the hamster up and rolling again.
Good.
But here's what I was going to say.
All right, go ahead. Say what you need to say.
If I'm Notre Dame, screw them. Why do I want to play in a bowl? Are they in the top 12? Were they in the top 12 at the end of the year?
Sure.
Were they ranked in the top 12? Answer me.
I don't. Sure. Yes. Yeah.
I believe they were. Yes.
Oh, so why do we even have rankings?
So somebody has a job.
So what are we basing this on?
Well, and you've got to let the group of 5 has to get in. So if they're ranked 12th, they're not guaranteed to get in because they have the guarantee that a group of 5 champion gets in. And then when ACC winner was horrible.
So, this what, James Madison? Who cares? No, I mean, what, they won some conference and wherever. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
And Notre Dame should be in. I don't care what anyone says. Notre Dame should be in. A 3-loss team is in, and Notre Dame isn't. 3-loss team. I don't care. They're Alabama, yes, but they lost 3 games.
But one of them was a conference championship. Are you penalizing them for going to a conference championship?
Oh, don't give me the BYU argument now, too. But they weren't ranked in the top 12 either.
I mean, that's you. Otherwise, why do you play?
Duke is the one that screwed this whole. Your Duke team is the one that screwed this whole thing up, McVay.
No.
If they don't win the ACC, this gets back to normal. They threw it all in a tizzy by winning
first
the ACC
off,
championship.
how does Duke win the ACC anyway? The ACC is dumb because they're tiebreakers. Thank God they're changing it. Oh yeah, a 5-loss Duke team. That tells you how stupid the ACC is in football. And Notre Dame throws the ACC under the bus because the ACC is so dumb that they threw Notre Dame under the bus in their social media posts pushing for Miami. Now, that's Notre Dame's fault because they want to be independent in football, but 24 other sports they won in a conference. So it's stupid on the ACC's part. It's stupid on Notre Dame's part. The whole thing is dumb anyway. The rankings are dumb because they don't even matter.
BYU's 12, BYU's 12, Notre Dame's 11, and Miami's 10.
And that's the point I was getting at, is that the rankings don't matter. None of it matters. They were 11th. It didn't matter. And them not in a conference, they're not in a conference because they don't want to share their money. They don't want to share their rights and their money like everyone else is.
Right. But
that's why they're not in a conference.
Yeah.
It's not so bad not being in a conference.
And there it is.
I was
waiting for it, Kevin. I was like, come on, Kevin, let's go.
The whole issue it's not.
Kevin doesn't want to share his money, so he's not in the conference.
Exactly. It's Notre Dame, but it's also the fact that, and I was listening to this on the way home. Why are we complaining about who's 12th and who's 11th when for most of its history it was number 1 and number 2 that were playing for a national title? So again, This is the system by having this playoff and having Power 5 teams in to where it's like, all right, this is what you wanted because you wanted more money. Well, then expand it to 16 teams, and then you don't have an argument. Quit this.
Yeah, you do, because you have an argument with the 17th and the 18th. And then if you, is there not an argument?
Basketball.
Okay,
wait. Not basketball. And I don't like it 68 teams.
It's not basketball, but James
basketball.
Madison's in it. So it's basketball. They're
right,
trying to be Cinderella basketball.
Okay, Zach. Zach, to play devil's advocate here. When people used to have
you or me? You're playing devil's advocate? Okay.
I am. I'm always devil's advocate.
Yeah. He's the devil.
I'm like Al Pacino. Okay. So anyway, there's you had the BCS when there were 2 teams, and everybody was like, the computer screwed everybody over. Nobody likes it, blah blah blah. We should have more teams. Make it a 4-team playoff. And the 3rd and the 4th teams were always pissing and moaning because they didn't make it. They have a 4-team playoff. Now the 5 and the 6 teams are pissing and moaning because they didn't make the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Now you expand it to 12 and the 13th and the 14th team. It's never going to be the same. You have how many teams make the basketball
68.
Tournament? 68?
It is.
It's going to be like 95, and the 96 and 97 team is like, we should have made it.
I disagree with that anyway because of all of the mid-major conference champions. No, it should be the top 68 schools. If you are a mid-major team, then in your non-conference schedule, go put all the Power 4 schools on, and
they won't play them. We've already been down this every time that we talk about. In the 5 years we've done this show, they won't play them. Nobody wants to play Gonzaga.
Lose.
Nobody wants. Whose phone is going off? Good God! Silence your phone. All right. So
squirrel.
What? So they're not going to go play them. It's the same reason nobody wants to go play James Madison if you're a Power 5 team. That's like trap game. No way. It's like Fox saying, "Hey, let's go play a Class 1 school." Yeah, that's good. Let's go play somebody like that. No gain at all. Not happening.
Hey, no. I have the ultimate solution to this. Put everybody in that tournament. Mm-hmm. It works for Misha.
So hold on. Why would you not play James Madison? Why would you not play James Madison in basketball?
Because you're supposed to them, and if you lose to them, it's bad.
Yeah.
Then they're good. Then they're good, and then it proves to everybody that they should be in.
Well, okay. It's good for James Madison, but it's not good for North Carolina.
It's not good for Arkansas. It's not good for
But
Mizzou.
if you're expected to win, go win. You're North Carolina. Go win.
And then everybody says you got to stop playing mid-majors in your schedule. All you're going to do is beat up on mid-majors.
Nick, you're the same guy who got pissed off because I played teams that were tougher, and you're just like, why are we playing them? We should go play somebody else.
That's because it's a totally different. That's apples and oranges.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Because you're the other school.
No.
If James Madison wants to go and play these schools, yeah, that's great. I'm doing with James Madison. I'll go play you guys. And if it's the other schools, there's nothing to gain and everything to lose. So if I'm, I don't know, insert Power 5 Vanderbilt, and I'm on the hot seat, okay, as a coach, because we've won a little bit, and everybody's like, yay, Vanderbilt's, we're here, we're upstart, blah, blah, blah. Poppy is gone. Next year, they win a little bit, and then it's downhill. Let's say they have a bad year. Then the next year, you pick, let's play James Madison. They've been good for a few years. You lose to them. You are now on the hot seat because you lost to James. I don't care if they made the college football playoffs 2 out of the last 3 years. They're James freaking Madison.
You're going to be on the hot seat regardless. If you lose to Oregon State, you're on the hot seat. If you lose to Memphis,
why?
If you lose to if you go
why?
Play,
why if you
Oregon
lose
State's
to Oregon State?
Oregon State's now a mid-major anyway.
Oregon State's not any good.
Go
Memphis is not
Big Ten team. Go insert crap ACC team.
Okay,
you lose. You either win or you lose. Gosh. Like it's not. You can't sit here and have it both ways. If you're the big school, it's either you play anybody, you play all comers. No fear.
I can justify losing to the big school rather than losing to the Sun Belt.
No, there is.
Champion.
Yes, there is. No. Okay, I'm Class 1, Crystal City.
Okay.
if
Okay,
I
wait,
got
This is high school. This is in college, but go ahead.
Okay.
I know, but I'm going to bring the comparison.
Okay.
I got class 3 school, not very good class 3 school, but I'm going to play them.
Yeah.
I might win.
Mhm.
I might lose. Either way, I win because I'm going to gain points for districts.
Okay.
I'm not supposed to win,
Okay.
but
Now, what type of Class 1 team are you as Crystal City?
Not very good.
Okay, then a North Carolina is not playing a not very good mid-major. A North Carolina or insert whatever team in the scenario
Okay,
can
so
go play a
say
high-level mid-major. Someone that's in the tournament.
it
someone
doesn't matter. It's the same scenario.
You mean
I'm
to tell
North
me if-
Carolina and I'm playing James Madison. It's not a good scenario for me
If
because
North-
it's a lose-lose. I'm
Thank you.
supposed to beat them. So if I go and beat them, so what? I beat them.
So if we go into football and we use North Carolina, you're telling me a 3-win North Carolina team's supposed to beat JMU?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Them be the facts, though.
Listen,
No.
let's not also forget and throw into this fact that in order to possibly play some of those mid-majors, even the good ones, those large schools are going to have to fork over some money in order to get them to come play at your schools. So you're already losing.
If I'm an SEC team or a Big Ten team and I'm playing James Madison, I don't care if I'm Vanderbilt or I'm if I'm Arkansas. If I'm Arkansas, who was terrible this year, right?
Terrible.
They should beat James Madison.
Terrible.
Why?
Look what they did against Auburn this year, or look what they did against Texas A&M this year. You're telling me they couldn't beat James Madison?
They could. They could also lose. That's why you play the game.
Is it why you play the game?
But they
Texas
are
A&M could lose to
expected
James Madison.
to
They
beat.
could.
But
I doubt it.
Arkansas is expected to beat a James Madison by just name and by being
I
in
don't
the
like.
SEC.
I disagree with
only.
that thinking. I totally
Well,
disagree with that thinking.
what I will say to this,
Then you're stupid because
No.
they are the SEC.
well, what I'm going to say to, hey, Zach, what I will
Yeah.
say to that argument is if Arkansas could lose to James Madison, it would prove, yes, that James Madison beat an SEC team. They would also look at it and say they didn't beat a very good SEC team, so they wouldn't get as much street cred for it.
There we
The
go.
other thing that will happen is Arkansas then gets if you're in Arkansas shoes, if they lose to James Madison, which they could, they're not supposed to, but they could, it makes them look even worse. And as a coach, when I'm scheduling, I don't want to look as bad. I don't want to look worse than what I already do if I'm not winning. If I'm Sam Pittman, I don't want to do that. I'm trying to keep my job, even though the buyout is nice.
100% hear all of that. And at the high school level, I agree. But you are paying athletes. This is no longer amateur sports.
Sure it
This
is.
is semi-professional sports.
Yep.
You go and you play, and you don't. If you're the big dogs, you don't get to sit here and have it both ways.
Yes,
Put
you
the
can.
teams on the schedule. No, you put the teams on the schedule. And you play them and you say, we're the big dogs. We're going to go beat you. And then that way you can have the ammo to say, now we throttled you. Quit this power or this G5 or whatever it's called debate and get them out of the
G6?
playoff. Well, yeah,
It's a
get them out of the
G5,
playoff.
Group of six.
Whatever,
Sorry.
G5, whatever.
No,
G6.
no,
Get 'em out-
I'm on a
yeah.
G6.
If you drub them bad enough,
Oh my god.
then they rewrite the rule and they say no, they're not in anymore. All it would take would be Bama and all those schools, okay, to sit here and say, yeah, we'll go play all of these group of 5 schools, drub them by 40, leave no doubt, John Kreese, no mercy, and then we could sit here and say, now, are we still going to put them in the playoffs? No. It takes, again, Kevin, what do you say? Shoot a hostage. That is what the big dogs need to do.
Well, look, it apparently you can get fired losing to Oregon State. I think you can get fired a lot quicker losing to James Madison. Sorry.
Yep.
You're going to get fired no matter what. You're
okay,
a 3-win
but
Arkansas
do
team.
I
You're gonna
want
get
the next
fired.
week of my work where I can coach, or do I look if
Give
I'm
me
going to
the
go
15 mil
play
buyout,
Appalachian?
right?
It's at that point, what can I justify to the next guy trying to hire me?
Yeah.
If that's the case.
Yeah, that's what it becomes. I'm
Hey,
Hold on, we're
I
gonna
want the
add
job here.
stats.
I can't beat James Madison at this school. because we wanted to play all these. I'm going to go, listen, I had a bad year, but I won all this, and thought James Franklin got a job so quickly afterwards.
There you go.
So
hey, Coach K, we don't care whose side you're on. Win a couple JV games. Shut up.
Well, he got one.
There you go.
Well, I said win a couple.
It's probably against a Class 3 school.
I just liken it to I just liken it to I go back to, and I know it's been years, but I go back to Valley being in the conference in football. You beat up on everybody for so long. It's like you're not proving any point. Go play somebody better. Go play somebody. They're Class 3. It's over. Go play somebody better. Okay.
I get what you're saying. You're saying that from the James Madison vantage point. I get that. What I'm struggling with in this is the vantage point from the other side as a coach who maybe if I go, I need to beat some bigger schools in order to justify trying to pull these recruits
Coach
in.
K.
Okay.
And even if I beat a Purdue, is a much better win for me if I'm at Arkansas than I am beating a James Madison, even though James Madison made the playoffs.
Yes.
Because I beat a
only
Big Ten
because
school.
they're in a Big Ten. That's it.
Yes.
Hold on. And Chris, you've sat here and said there's only the Big Ten sucks. There's only 2 schools in there, Ohio State, Michigan. Everybody else sucks. So you can't sit here and say that the Big Ten's a good conference or the ACC.
Wait,
you're going to sit here and say there's 4 good schools that could ever win the national title. That's what you said for years.
But
so now
Purdue,
you're trying to say,
but Purdue has a lot more name recognition than James Madison.
But if they suck, they suck.
Okay.
Like, if they're bad,
Zach,
they're bad.
Zach,
just because you have Big Ten across your chest.
You're using bad journalism here. I said the Big Ten sucks before there was 25 teams in it. Okay. Now there's Oregon. There's hang on. I got carry the 1 and figure
UCLA, USC.
UCLA sucks. USC is overrated.
Okay, there you go. There's 3 teams.
Okay, well that's more than 2. Trust me. Okay, if it's a 2.5 point spread, I get it.
All right, half a star.
3.
We'll add the 2.5 a star, right?
No, we're talking sports betting. 2.5, 3. There you go.
He's lost his butt a lot lately, so he knows.
I've done okay. I'm not yesterday. Yesterday was a bad day for parlays.
Well, I'm just if I'm trying to keep my job or I'm trying to improve my resume as a coach for not even this job, another job, the next job. A win over a Big Ten school, whether it's a good one or a bad one, looks a lot better than a win over a Sun Belt or something like that.
This says it all right.
Right
not
there.
according. Hey,
Coach K,
not according to the Misha point system.
What?
I don't want to talk about that until that's the thing.
I
gotta
maybe
see
it
what
should.
this looks like.
Maybe
it should.
Like. Yeah.
No, I don't. Anyway, but back to Notre Dame. It's a sour.
All right, yeah,
look.
we haven't even talked about it.
It's a sour look, and here's the thing: you get all these other schools that are not doing the bowls as well.
That's was going to be my other point. Everyone's railing on Notre Dame, but they're not the only ones.
No, but there's 5 or 6 schools.
Now,
like the counter argument is those schools are going through coaching changes. Here's my biggest gripe for all of those schools that are not doing the invite. How many of those dudes are going to the NFL? How many of those guys are getting drafted? How many of those guys are seniors are actually going to go and get drafted? A few select percentage at best. So you are canceling. You are saying to your seniors, all right, your career's done, over. You don't think those guys want to put the pads on one more time, play for a bowl?
Took away their PlayStation.
You took away their last opportunity because your butt hurt because you didn't get in the playoff or you got a new coach or whatever. That to me is the biggest, most egregious part of this whole thing.
Here's the problem, Zach. Is it's not about the student athlete anymore. It's about the NIL deals. It's about the money. It's about the semi-pro league, as you said.
Thank you for proving my point about who you should play. But anyway, go ahead.
No, I'm not talking about who you play. I'm talking about those. It's not. They don't give a crap about those kids. It's just like about a teaching job. You're going to tell me these schools care about us? They don't care. If I go in tomorrow and resign, they could give a crap less about me.
Have a heart attack, be sad for 30 seconds, and move on.
If I had a heart attack tonight, it would be like, oh, Coach Jarvis died. But they'll
got to get the job posted.
This is really dark.
Well,
I know
it's dark. But what I'm saying is that's what I mean. It
gets dark at 4:30 now.
Yeah. It's funny. I got a funny story about that. I do. I got a hilarious story about that the other day. I don't remember where we were going, and
it was dark.
It was dark, and Weston said, "Why are we going? Oh, we were going to church," and Weston said, "Why are we going to church so late tonight? Late at night?" And me and Carolyn are both like, late at night, Weston, it's only 5:30. Well, it's so dark outside. And we're like, well, it's Saturday. We were going to Saturday church, and we're like, it's only 5:30, Weston. It's wintertime, and at wintertime, it gets darker later, sooner. And he's like, well, it just looks so late. I don't know. It was so funny the way he said it, and it was like, yeah. But anyway, I mean, I don't know. The whole football thing is, and I blame this whole Notre Dame, the coaching, all these situations is all the NCAA's problem, because they would mess up. They would mess up the best parlay. They would mess up everything. They could have it laid out in front of them to be perfect, and the NCAA is like Misha. They would screw it up. There has to be changes. The Kiffin thing, all of this, they have to change the rules. This coaching crap that's going on, the bowl games. I'm not saying what Notre Dame did is right. I think it's stupid, really, but it's because the NCAA has allowed it to be this way, and they got to change. They got to change everything.
I'm going to slightly disagree with you, Jason. Misha found a way to get a 15-week season done before the first week in December. There's a way the NCAA can change this calendar to make it work so that it ends before the second semester starts.
Dude, there's basketball team. It's still not. We should not be playing that far into the next season. The Misha. Basketball doesn't need to start as early as it does. No offense. I'm a basketball guy. I'm just saying. With college football, the NCAA is dropping the ball with all of this. With the coaching changes, allowing coaches to resign or, to go to another team while their team still has. I mean, Ole Miss seriously has a chance to win the national championship. And their coach is allowed to leave? That's such utter BS.
Now, I agree. Part of that, though, is on institutions because of the calendars when they start their semester. So,
then the NCAA needs to say they need to set something. The colleges all need to. There needs to be something done.
Well, you can get stuff early, and without looking, I think the Army Navy week
needs to go.
Yeah, the Army Navy week that can go away. They need to just play that week on rivalry week. Like that's an entire week that you could add. You could be having games, bowl games, all of that. You don't need weeks of rest in between. Go ahead and get the playoffs started. Go ahead and get the bowls started.
Yeah, it's asinine.
You don't have to go all the way to February.
No,
like you could just
we drag it out too long.
Drag it
it's
out
all about money
because it's money and
it's money.
Oh no, it's not.
All of
that.
Yeah, they could go through and again they could start with the same week that high school does. Because traditionally when the calendar rolls around, it's high school, then the next week's college, then the next week's week 1 for the pros. Like they all, they could start at the same time.
A lot of those college kids are on campus all summer. It's not that they couldn't start football practice in July and go that route like the NFL does. Did you see what happened to Temple with this bowl thing? Temple was listed on the schools that said they declined a bowl bid. Temple put something out and says, whoa, we didn't decline a bid. We were offered one. We went to go talk to our team and our coaching staff about it and ask and say, hey, this is what we want to do. And when they went back to say yes, they said, oh, we already offered it to somebody else.
Almost had it. Almost had it.
So they just reported it that they declined.
Yeah. They never actually, we never said no. We didn't say yes, but we never said no.
Wow.
And that's what I'm saying. The NCAA is a joke.
Well, that's not even the NCAA that does the bowls. That's these bowls are all individual entities.
Well, the whole thing is a joke.
Yeah.
It's just
okay. Listen, I don't know if anybody saw the show art that I put together today, while I was on my lunch break, not while I was, getting paid to work, but it's a big headstone that says, here lies college football bowl system from like 1920 or whatever it was to this year. It's over, guys. When they expand the playoffs, said this a long time ago, it's going to end the bowl season because nobody wants to play in the bowls. The only reason you played in the bowls was it was your consolation for not having the opportunity to play for national championship. It is a fun way for the kids. It was a fun way for the kids to finish their their college careers as football players if they were seniors. And it's like, hey, look, we were eligible for a bowl. We get, whatever the bowl was, you get prizes or stuff. Now you have NIL
or whatever.
Yeah, and I would say do PlayStation. Now you have NIL. Now they have opportunities to buy their own crap, and before they didn't. So it's not as incentivized as it used to be for them. It just needs to go away. Sorry. You know what they should have? They should have an NIT football tournament. Sorry.
Oh, you took my line, you stupid idiot.
I've been thinking about it. I think hey, Kevin, at least me and you are on the same page here.
Yes. I was like, you stole my thunder.
So, Kevin, explain what you mean.
Go ahead. I'll let you do that.
So I was just going to say, this bowl season goes away. You've got at some point there will be, and you can say there will be a 16 to 24 team tournament. That's where it's going to be. All those other teams that would have played in bowls eventually, all those 5 and 6 teams and
the
7 and 4 teams.
Bowl.
Yes, there would be an NIT tournament that would coincide at the exact same time, kind of like when the 5th place A10 team makes it into the NIT.
Right.
So
how many weeks is that?
An NIT championship so that Central Florida can hang another banner somewhere in their stadium.
Listen, you could do it. You could do.
Now you sound like basketball. This is for the Dinslow Cup. You're going to have how many weeks of this?
Hey, basketball if basketball can have an NIT, why can't football?
I'm just saying, how many weeks though? How many?
3.
Because it's
it would coincide with the.
It'd be at the same time, just like
it'd be at the same time, like the NIT is with the big. It would be played on like ESPNU or
the Ocho.
TNT, the Ocho.
Okay, so this is a good question because of all the BS that comes with championship games. Jim says they're done.
Conference.
Yes, I agree.
There's no reason to have them.
Why would you want to play in it?
Who's going to be the first school to opt out of their conference championship game so they don't take the loss?
BYU should have.
BYU got screwed.
And that's the thing. How does Bama get in and lose, but BYU?
That's what I was trying to point out earlier.
Because Bama played an SEC schedule and BYU played a Big 12 schedule.
But Bama should have lost them, and Bama should have lost to Mizzou. Bama should have lost to a couple other teams.
But they
didn't. They won. Yeah, and I don't
barely. They won by this.
Did they win?
They didn't pass the eye test.
6-3. They should not be in the playoffs.
Did you say 6-3?
They're 8-3.
8-3. Sorry, they have 3 losses, guys.
9-3.
They should not
be
in
with the
with
losses
3
a
losses.
Conference championship game, right?
I don't give a crap, dude.
They lost
to Florida State.
They did not even lose. They did not lose in just a conference. They lost in the SEC championship game.
They
I know, that's what I'm
lost
saying.
to
They lost.
Florida State.
That would be like the ACC basketball championship game in the 90s or early 2000s.
They lost
it just
to
means
Florida
more.
State.
And Notre Dame lost to Miami. They lost their first 2 games of the year, and then they won out.
4 points. By 4 points.
Okay, they lost.
But they also didn't play anybody after that.
And they didn't play anybody. Their schedule has always been bad.
But they made a lot of money doing it.
They made money.
Mm-hmm.
So again, I don't think you should have.
Alabama just got on it because their name's Alabama.
No, Notre Dame should not be in. No.
Miami should be in.
As the way it is.
Bama's 10-3.
Miami should be in. Notre Dame should not be in. Okay. I think they should have the rankings should mean something. There's no sense in putting rankings out if you're not using them.
Mm-hmm.
That's all there is to it.
Mm-hmm.
If the rankings were we're putting these teams in, that's where your seed is, then that's exactly how it should be. And I would have no problem if Notre Dame made it based on that. But they didn't, and they're not. And now I'm taking my ball and I'm going home. I honestly don't care because I think the bowls are stupid anyway. I've said it many times. Why do I want to go play in the Maxi Pad Bowl? I don't care. The Pop-Tart Bowl.
Because of what you just said, because you get another game.
Nope, nobody cares anymore, Zach. So okay, since Jim's on here, and I'm not doing this to rail on Jim and Ohio State, but when Ohio State, they had none of their players, and they played Mizzou, and Mizzou beat them. Okay, if Ohio State had all their players, that'd been great. I would have loved to have seen that game, and we could play the if and buts and candy nuts and all that other crap if they did, but they didn't. So it's nobody wanted to play in the game. They all left and said we're not playing. So you got all these backup scrub-a-dubs. They're playing, and they lost. It's not the same. Whenever they have the opportunity to transfer, they have the opportunity to sit out. There's no playoff implications. Like, why am I playing? Oh, okay, because, like that one last shot. Well, great, Rudy. Nobody freaking cares anymore. This not you said it earlier, Zach. That now they're getting paid. Now it's semi-professional. So do away with the bowl system. That's stupid. It's dumb. It's archaic. You just get rid of it.
Just make it like the pros. Your season's over.
Bring
NIT
football.
The NCAA tournament and the NIT tournament, and it's basically the gold bracket and the silver bracket. And then have a third one and call it the aluminum bracket.
The aluminum bracket. Do away with conferences.
The cubic zirconium bracket.
Hey, do away with listen.
Quartz
Kevin
bracket.
will like this. Do away with conferences, and then what you do is you have 3 tiers, and then when you suck, you get relegated.
That's what I said.
Relegation.
That's what I said.
No,
yes.
You said
actually
super
didn't
conference.
you put something together for this?
I did.
Zach did super conference.
Yeah,
I don't want
with promotion and relegation. Yes.
No, it's just tiered. That's it. That's it.
Zach should coach in the suburban conference. He'd understand.
No,
it then.
nobody should coach in the suburban. Hey, I will go on record on this show, on the air, publicly, and say I don't know what the suburban conference is doing when it comes to boys basketball for the next 3 years, but it has to be the dumbest thing that I've ever seen in the history of mankind that has been done with sports. Every stupid thing that we've talked about that sports leagues do in professional sports, and we've said, why would you do that? Like the WNBA and how it runs its franchises and its organization is smarter than what the suburban conference does with boys basketball. And we all think that that's dumb. So imagine how I really feel about this.
You guys got him fired up now.
Hey, I will say this
dumb
to Eddie's comment about who Bama should play. They do. They play the Citadel. I mean, it's a tradition game. It's rivalry week for them. All right.
Right.
The Citadel.
Uh-huh.
All right. We're going to go to commercial break. We come back. We will finish up with our third and final segment of the Coach's Box. Hopefully you're still watching. We'll be right back.
I'm an overpowered leaf blower, and I'm not exactly street legal.
And if you don't have the right auto coverage, this could really blow your budget. So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands?
It's Between Takes with Daikin and Dave Mars.
Good. All right, next set up.
Hey, Dave, we got another question about energy savings. And this is a good one.
Yeah, efficiency is so important.
Didn't you just talk with Daikin about this?
They said energy efficiency is the key to a happy marriage. She gets the temperature, I get the savings.
Good to know. I'll tell them to check with their local Daikin dealer.
All right, back to one.
Give Home by SMCI a call today at 636-337-4444 or email them at service@homebysmci.com. In the hobby of collecting, check out Elite Collectibles, open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. They carry a wide variety of sports cards, trading cards, magic cards, Pokemon cards, and other non-sports cards. Need some supplies? They also have sleeves, top loaders, boxes, and much, much more. They have online auctions every Tuesday at 6 p.m. and also do bulk grading submissions to SGC and CGC. Check out Elite Collectibles at 1258 Main Street in Imperial, Missouri. You can also view their entire inventory at www.elitecollecting.com.
You need new entertainment. You need full-length content. You need the Real Fresh channel. Hey, I'm How Fresh from the Real Fresh channel. Subscribe today on YouTube. We have new content. We are a network of podcasters putting out new stuff every single day. Whether you need sports, pro or college, whether you need comedies, whether you need pop culture, whether you need wrestling. We've got so much content on there. Gaming. Check it out. Live, not live. We've got it all. The Real Fresh channel. Subscribe today.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Coach's Box Call Like We See It podcast. If you are watching our show, we appreciate you guys tuning in. If you want to comment like many people have tonight, we appreciate all of the comments. Feel free to continue to do that and share our show. And if you want to, make fun of us or, get your opinion out there, we might actually throw it on the screen, kind of like we have with some of the other people on here.
You like Coach K, agree with me. That's fine.
He's just doing that to spite us. Don't worry.
Yeah, well,
we know exactly what's up. Okay, and you remember that from back in the day. Anyway, he would just do it on purpose.
We'll put him in exile tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, hey, we sat at the end of the bench and gave him a hard time tonight. Don't worry.
Did you?
Yeah, we were very supportive. Very, very supportive.
Very.
Maybe you should call a timeout.
Is that what you call it? There you go.
I mean, if you would have listened to us, maybe the outcome would have been different.
True.
But,
yeah. I even said, I'm like, you can't take them with you, meaning timeouts. So yeah, I'm Team McVay, of course. See, again, this is if you want to, jump on here and comment on our show, we'll just throw your name up here and front you out in front of everybody. Zach, since you were the last one here because you're pretending to coach, can you pick our next topic?
It's
a potpourri of sorts,
a cornucopia, if you will. I would go and say
your cornucopia.
When Kevin and you all talk about the Cardinals can't sign Pete Alonso because he's going to go back to New York and blah blah. Hey, is Pete Alonso with New York anymore?
He might still be living in New York.
Okay, but is he playing for the Metropolitans?
Could you imagine? Can you imagine
No.
how ironic it would have been if he would have came to the Cardinals?
Oh, yeah, it'd been real
Because
ironic.
what did I say? About 30 mil a year. What's his deal? Anybody know?
I mean, probably 30 million.
5 year, 150,
Mm-hmm.
155, give or take.
The
So
wallet ain't paying nobody that, bro.
But it is
what? Hey, Zach.
Yeah.
Here's the funny part. When it was announced, I think you had the girls coaches in the office today, and we were talking about it. And then, like, isn't that the same thing? It wouldn't be ironic if we sign him. Like, yeah, because DeWitt would be dead, and someone else is running the team because there's no possible way.
That is what he said.
Little DeWitt.
But hey, we got a reliever in the Rule 5 draft today, so yay, go
Oh
us.
yeah, was he from the Giants?
Yeah, not those Giants.
Not those Giants.
What, the little Giants?
Yeah.
Jarvis, that's a movie quote from Major League 2.
But anyway, no, we can talk MLB or whatever. I just thought that, like, okay, there is Baltimore who, hey, how'd Baltimore do last year? Anybody remember?
They sucked.
Oh, okay. But what did they do? They went out and got a power hitter because they said, let's go all in on trying to score a run.
Did Schwarber sign back with the Phillies? Did I read that?
Yes, he did.
That would have been
Edwin
a nice
Diaz
guy.
is going to the Dodgers for $33
I
million
know.
a year
Did
to
you
pitch
see
one
that crap?
inning every other day.
How about them Dodgers just keep signing
Now,
people?
They talked about this on the radio in 101 this morning, and I'll get your opinion on this. And they said it's not LA's fault. LA is just playing by the rules. They're going out and signing people. It's all of these.
I agree.
Teams. It's all of these other teams that won't spend, because here's the kicker: all of these programs, you go out and look at their valuation now, they're all going to be over $1 billion. If you're not going to spend, then sell it to some, like they said, equity firm that will go spend money.
Okay.
Because Mark Cuban wants to go buy the Pirates, but because he's Mark Cuban and he's somewhat.
Why would she buy the Cardinals?
Yeah, and he's somewhat controversial.
Let's get him by the
They're
Cardinals.
like, no, we're not going to let him.
Let's
think
campaign.
about Mark Cuban.
Coach's box, start the campaign. Mark Cuban to buy the Cardinals.
Heck yeah. You know what? First thing he'd do, he'd say, wash you or whoever the medical people are. You're gone. You're fired.
Get the blank out of here.
All right. So look, we don't have a lot of MLB hot stove, but I forgot a topic that I know everybody here has to have an opinion on.
Oh, crap.
No. Since the Indianapolis Colts have so much injury at their quarterback position.
Yes.
They have signed 44-year-old on the Hall of Fame ballot quarterback Phillip Rivers.
Now he just
practice squad.
From
and he to play quarterback, and he's 44 years old. He hasn't played in 5 years.
Probably had another kid, and he's like, I got to get out of the house.
Dude ain't played since 2000. He ain't played since COVID, 2020.
I mean,
got a kid that's going to college. He's I think he's like a 3 or a 4-star quarterback recruit.
He's going to LeBron James it. He's going to Bronny it.
All right, listen.
It's a river and tributary. Come on, tributary.
Colts, you are drafting my kid.
Okay.
Dude, I think it's freaking awesome. And I'm a big fan of his anyway.
Gosh,
and it's
because he's has so many kids, or he's procreated late in
no,
life?
Because he's old.
They go to the grandpa dad meetings.
Yes. And he's gonna go out there and be
I'm not only a client,
grandpa quarterback.
How many guys did
the president?
How many guys do you know that can go to Grandparents' Day and to Parents' Day in the same year with their kids?
Hey,
I mean,
Zach, Phillip Rivers is the keynote speaker at the Grandpa Dad convention every year. So
oh my god!
Oh my gosh! He's almost old enough for an AARP card.
Listen, I'm telling you right now.
Wrong with procreating late in life.
Jarvis, there's a reason I said it.
I know.
Hey, listen, if he can still throw the football to open receivers, what's the problem here?
Well, my gosh, if what's his name over at the other
Joe Flacco.
Yeah, if he can still do it, my God.
Listen,
not
if
just
there
an
is still
indictment? Go
if
ahead,
there is
Kevin.
still just a spot in this league for Kyler Murray, I think we can find a spot in this league for Phillip Rivers.
So I want you to think about this. We have said the most important position in all of sports is the quarterback. And yet here we are talking about a 44-year-old that is going
when is Tom Brady coming back?
So is this not an indictment on how bad quarterback play is in the NFL?
Yeah,
and
Tom
college?
Brady. Seriously, Tom Brady could come back right now.
Well, because he's in the best shape of any human being.
Yeah.
Hey, I will say this. Kurtovic makes a really good point. It's not going to take much just to hand the ball off to Jonathan Taylor.
Apparently their backup quarterback couldn't do that, right?
Dude,
Well, how do you feel if you're Riley Leonard
care,
at this
it's
point?
the NFL. You're gonna have
He's hurt. Riley Leonard got hurt.
Listen, as soon as Notre Dame, Riley Leonard's alma mater, decides they're not playing in the NFL or playing in a bowl game, the NFL's like, screw it, their quarterbacks aren't playing anymore either.
I can't get. You mean to tell me there's not another human being on this planet under 40 that can play quarterback in the NFL?
Dude, I mean,
under 40.
Jamarcus Russell's getting really excited about this now.
Under 42.
Okay. Hey, now, so here's the crazy part. So Anthony Richardson, who has a orbital fracture, it's not like his head's fallen off. Well, I mean, the stuff he's done, it kind of makes you wonder. But you have visors. Can you not play with an orbital fracture? I don't know.
Is it going to get any worse? No.
Okay, so
I got to ask. I'm asking a legit question.
Yeah.
No, orbital fracture, because I fell on my face and got one of these.
Yeah. How'd you fall on your face?
He got it. Listen, I know what
it was at the Grandpa Dad conference. He slipped and fell. Okay, he didn't have his insurance that morning.
Hey, they didn't have any of the sticky things in the bathtub to keep people from slipping.
Okay, we won't get into details about how this happened, but anyway, I fell flat on my face, and my orbital bone was a fracture, but it was what you call a splatter fracture, I guess you could say. Shatter.
Okay.
And
I'm shattered.
Yeah, it was shattered. And it could cause your eyesight problems. Like you can lose an eye.
You only need one anyway.
Now,
a lot of Pirates have worked out.
The reason he's not playing is because he got that orbital fracture because somebody in that locker room punched him because of something he did.
Maybe he shouldn't have mouthed off.
Probably so, which probably also means like there's somebody else in that locker room's like, if that guy ever sees the field again in this uniform, somebody's getting punched again.
I like how someone in the media asked Phillip Rivers what his weight is, and he didn't know. I mean, did he even really pass a physical?
I could say the other guy that's trying to come back for.
Breathe in, breathe out. Show me your right arm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you pass.
Don't turn your head and cough because I don't know. We don't know if we're just gonna let it go.
I think it's awesome.
I mean, I honest to God, I swear that
I hope he goes out there and lights it out.
Listen,
I mean, you couldn't get a converted tight end that was a quarterback in college to throw.
Are you freaking
there are
kidding
two,
me, Zach?
I'm just saying, there's not a human being.
Positions.
There's not a human being on planet Earth under 43 that can play NFL quarterback.
Have you ever played football?
Yes, I'm asking. There's not another human being.
You
on
cannot
planet Earth.
suggest that someone changed positions.
I said that they were a quarterback in college and became a tight end. They changed.
I don't care. You can't change. No. This guy has been a Hall of Fame almost quarterback.
Almost. He's close.
I said almost had it.
Okay. Does this reset his clock?
That's what I was going to ask.
Yes, it does. They talked about it. Yes.
Oh, man, you totally messed that up. Gosh, because
hey,
I was
Just gives him an opportunity to have a bigger family photo when he goes get
Hey,
in.
here's two names of people that just looked at their agent and were like, "What the hell, dude?" Because they're unemployed and much younger. Jimmy Garoppolo and Carson Wentz.
Yeah, they're both probably still hurt.
You can't find me.
Get dropped after Redskins.
Yeah.
Okay. Redskins.
He turned.
Is that team?
They both turned to their agents. Are like,
well, that's what I call.
Why is he getting a job before I am?
That other name.
Yeah.
Hey, right here, Doug Schaefer says McVay wants to see Tebow.
Yes.
Tebow's younger than Phillip Rivers.
Yes, Tim Tebow. Come on, Tim.
I'm sorry, but Tim Tebow, if someone would have just left him in and let him play, I think he would have been a good NFL quarterback.
If I'm the Colts, I'm now looking at running the full-time Wildcat and just snapping the ball to Jonathan Taylor.
It's not a bad idea.
Nope.
Hey, look at Eddie's on a roll.
That's what I said.
He's got to leave his family to do the job.
I told you it's probably because
he's got diapers. A full. He probably wanted to get the F out of there.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
He turned one load of laundry pink. He got yelled at, and he's like, "I got to get out of here."
Yeah.
Okay, so does this put a little bit more spotlight? And we'll finish up with this. Does this put a little bit more spotlight?
I thought Wentz was in Minnesota.
According to my research, he's a free agent.
Well, he probably got cut. He sucks.
He started a few games for Minnesota.
Yeah, and then they cut him. So I'm pretty sure they cut him. Does this put a little spotlight on the you make me lose my train of thought, Jarvis. Thanks.
Good.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Well,
you're
sometimes
awesome.
your train of thought
with the thing with the Irsay woman, I can't think of her name, who runs the Colts. Yeah. She's involved, she's on the sideline, she's got the headset on.
Maybe she's hot after him.
Why?
Maybe she thinks Phillip Rivers.
I need Doug to stop doing research.
Okay, so does this make people really question if this is a flop situation? Like, what's she doing? I mean, just little.
I don't think it's a flop situation.
They're 8-5. I mean,
and they're in a free fall right now. By the way, the Jacksonville Jaguars are the number one team in the AFC South. After a 7-1 start, they are what, 8-5?
8-5.
8-5. So they're 1-4 in their last 5 games. That's not a recipe for success. They could actually lose the rest of the way. Wow, Jarvis. Excuse you.
You're welcome.
Unpolite.
Yeah, Jacksonville's 9-4. Houston and Indy are 8-5.
Yeah. So they just traded their 2 first-round draft picks for the cornerback that I can't even remember his name.
But again, outside of Denver, who's 11-2, and New England, who's 11-2, like everybody that's playoff bound or in contention are at 9 wins, 8 wins. So it's not like they're out of the hunt. I mean, you couldn't get a 7th rounder for somebody else's 3rd stringer, 2nd stringer, something like I don't know. It just tells me that.
Yeah, I thought
QB play.
I thought Jimmy G was on it. Yeah, he was Stafford's backup.
Jimmy G's terrible. Come on.
Google has lied to me on multiple occasions.
I tell my kids all the time, Kevin, you can't always trust Google.
Yeah, well, you apparently can't always trust NFL quarterbacks either. So,
hey, I'm not gonna lie. I would almost rather, and no offense to Phillip Rivers, and I'm not saying, I don't know. I mean, wasn't Johnny Manziel trying to make a comeback? Manziel?
Manziel
was trying to make a comeback. I'd have signed him.
Well, he couldn't pass a drug test.
He ain't studying the playbook either.
He's not studying the playbook. He's out there just winging. Okay, so here's a comment that someone who's a verified Twitter user, so that means they paid money every month to have their stuff verified. The Phillip Rivers stuff is so dark for the sport of football. The NFL and college football have so neglected quarterback development, while defensive coverages and schemes have evolved, that a fat grandpa is a better option than any team's QB3.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if that doesn't say it all, and I'm sure that's exactly what everybody here and on the internet really thinks. And it's just the quiet part out loud.
It tells you that they obviously are not getting the reps at any point, whether that's now in season, whether that's going to be
well, dude,
in preseason.
I'm a high school coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, okay. Gosh, this is going to sound I don't care. Second team quarterbacks, they never give them any reps. Ever. And that's at the high school level.
Yeah. I mean,
so if they're never getting reps at the high school level,
they're not developing anyway. They don't read coverages. It's a one read, throw the ball, and they basically tell them where to go with it. You know, we talked about like why do you run the flex? Because I can control everything. Okay, well then now you're trying to make kids make reads and do stuff. It's like, oh shoot, that's not good. Probably because the fact that kids and younger people don't put in the time to be better at their craft.
Control freak.
That's true. I'm not going to disagree with that one single bit whatsoever. The other part is
full force Tuesday. But go ahead.
Well, you know, do some. So the thing is you've got kids who don't put in that kind of work like they need to.
Report first. Anyway.
All right. Hey, Jarvis, let me ask you something. Do all of our kids know the playbook?
No.
Okay. So there's a microcosm of society in general. It's not just our kids. Okay. Your job is to know, like, I'm going to call set play. You're going to call set play. We're going to call an out of bounds play. Zach, you coach with me. How many kids would screw up an out of bounds play for us?
A lot.
Okay. There we go.
All of them.
You have kids that don't put in the work. So you take it to the next level. Our playbook is not anywhere near a college football playbook or an NFL playbook. So you think that the kids who are even on a higher level are putting in the work that they need to do to make the reads and to make all this stuff, to understand the game and be students of the game, when they have all these distractions that they can do. They have the women, they got the money. Now they got they get stuck in the scroll doing TikTok. You think they're really putting in the work to actually learn the craft? Some of them are. I'm not taking it away from them, but to really learn. There's no more Peyton Mannings, guys. There's no more guys that can actually do that stuff on the field. They're just not. Okay, it's down the drain. It's done. It's over. And that comment in itself tells you everything. Phillip Rivers is in the NFL after 5 years of being away. That is a problem. If I'm Roger Goodell, I get out of my vault of money that I'm swimming around in like Scrooge McDuck, and I go, guys, we got to do something about this because this old bastard can't be out here playing.
Well, you would have thought they would have done that with freaking old man that's been on the Bengals and then traded and then blah. I mean,
Joe Flacco.
Yes,
Joe Flacco isn't on a Hall of Fame ballot yet.
He still should not be playing in the NFL.
Shouldn't. He got off the couch twice to do it.
Should not be playing.
But Rivers has not been playing in 5 years. Think about where you were 5 years ago. You're not the same person.
Yeah, post that what Chase Daniels did it.
Chase Daniels, yeah.
Think about how much money Chase Daniels made, and he hardly played at all.
Yeah,
but he played at a good. But he also played at a good level. There's what 130.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah, but 130 some odd D1. Whatever top of the line Division 1A football teams.
Well, you think about it right now. If there was a Chase Daniels available. You would want him before you want Phillip Rivers.
Chase Daniels is younger than Phillip Rivers, isn't he?
Well, I'm just
Chase
saying,
Daniels has got a pretty sweet deal on TV.
I guess say,
maybe he wanted off the couch too.
Is Blaine Gabbert still around? He's in Kansas City. I don't know. I apparently don't know where anybody's backup is anymore.
No, I don't think Blaine.
Kevin has lost track of all these quarterbacks. Where's this guy? He's dead.
I don't think Blaine Gabbert.
Doug Schaefer, tell me where Blaine Gabbert's at now.
No, I think he's
but that's
done.
still
Alexa, tell me where.
That's still a relic. Where are all these guys that were just in college or have been in and out of college?
They're not any good.
3 years. But again, you can't you can't hand the ball off like you said, or you can't sit here and say, "Hey, we're going to make one read, one throw."
Zach, this is not college football. You're not playing against James Madison. Oh wait, that's right. That doesn't matter. So you can't. Otherwise,
that was such a good analogy.
11 guys in the box,
Mm-hmm.
and we're just gonna keep handing it off because that'll work. No.
AJ McCarron.
Hey, he would have been a better.
I was gonna say,
option,
isn't there not XFL player QBs? I mean, you've got Canada, you've got XFL, you've got
real football, is it?
But again, a 44-year-old. Again, there's not a human being on this planet under the age of 44 that could be playing in the NFL.
Is there anybody who's stocking shelves at the Hy-Vee who can throw a football? Anyone? We're doing open tryouts.
Golly.
Where's Vincent Papaya? Come on, let's go. Let's do this. It's crazy. It's just crazy to think that this is where we are with pro football.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, it's very perplexing. You know, like we got rid of NFL Europe, which has actually, you know, probably helped a lot of people's careers, albeit Kurt Warner is probably the one everybody would think about. But think about a developmental league that would actually keep this from happening.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the NFL should be thinking about and maybe investing in or doing something instead of letting. I'm telling you, this is. But
that's what
everybody thinks that I'm making a joke. I'm not. I think this is insanely crazy, and this is a problem because we've seen so many quarterbacks get hurt. We've seen all these guys just, you know, like there was 1 or 2 years ago we had the most starting quarterbacks ever for however many quarterbacks in a season started games.
Mm-hmm.
Now it does help that there's 17 games in a season, but even then it shattered the record. So why do we have a 44-year-old guy who hasn't picked up a football in 5 years outside to throw it to his youngest kid even playing? I don't understand that. You're right. There should be some human being on this earth, but there isn't. And that's where they
have a
went.
developmental 7-on-7. Call it a G League or something. 7-on-7. That way you got
7-on-7. Play some actual damn football.
But then
We've got it. It's the UFL. They just have to acknowledge it.
You cannot. Yeah, it can't be 7-on-7. It's got.
But you're gonna get somebody hurt, and then that defeats the purpose. Again, we're talking one position. Talking the quarterback position.
It's the most important position.
But there's other positions that they're starving for stuff too.
Cornerbacks and wide receivers.
But that's not making the news, and that's not what we're not talking about. You know, we took 30 seconds, or ESPN took 30 seconds for the guy that couldn't pass the physical because he had a.
I understand, Zach, but what I'm saying is they need something. Yeah, they need something like the NBA's G League.
That's what I said.
I don't know if that's my brother that posted that. I can't see
it.
Post that.
Yeah,
of course. It's Jughead, the number one Jughead. Yeah, but
like I would look at this. The CFL. There's Chad Kelly from Ole Miss still has a job in the CFL. The other Tagliavoa brother has a job in the CFL.
Who?
You know, PJ Walker, who played in the USF or the UFL, has a job. Why can't any of these guys fill this role better than a 44-year-old Phillip Rivers?
Well, because Phillip Rivers is better than them.
Evidently, the Colts think he's better than all the other available quarterbacks.
That's right.
And he sold more tickets than Riley Leonard.
That's the other thing too. That we didn't even bring that up, Kevin. I'm glad you did. That's the other thing. Is Phillip Rivers going to sell more tickets than anyone else we've mentioned? Yes.
Yes. But he's also, I mean,
why watch him get both legs snapped like Theismann? One go one way and one go the other. Like, what are you watching him for? You're not looking for him to be successful.
Put that evil out there.
You're not looking for him to be successful.
Trying to get to
are you? I mean,
it's not like he has a history of winning playoff games either.
Literally, Gosh, Zach, you are the gloom of doom.
I'm just asking, like, why are you
dark in
tuning
here
in?
again.
Why are you tuning in?
I'm gonna definitely tune in because I'm
why?
49 years old. I'm gonna tune in to watch this 44-year-old play some football.
You're gonna watch one series until he throws a bunch of ducks, and you're gonna be like, and
I hope he defies the age. I hope they go win the rest of their games. And
this has
high
school. This has high school alumni game written all over it. It's gonna be something you're gonna watch, but it's that train wreck you can't look away from. It.
Thank you, Kevin.
It's Jim, the 1970 state champion quarterback, thinking he can. It's Uncle Rico thinking he can do this.
I say is to get Al Bundy out there, get his polka jersey on. I mean,
you guys don't know. He may be fine.
So this, to me, it's going to be the sequel to that movie, The Small Player, who's really old and goes out there and plays. I feel like this is what's happening. No, Phillip Rivers is not winning a Super. Hell, he couldn't do it when he was actually young, and he had LaDainian Tomlinson. It's not happening. But I do hope that he does well, just because I want to see it get shoved in the NFL's face so bad. Do I think so? Absolutely not. I think he's going to be pretty mediocre because, well, he's old and he hasn't played in 5 years. Final thoughts on this, guys, as we wrap up this.
Is that going to be elderly abuse for the NFL? Is somebody going to? Hey, is Roger Goodell going to be detained?
If he has a knife and he's half naked at his girlfriend's house, yes.
Is that?
On that.
Yeah.
I was stalking.
Yeah.
Listen, of all the things that Roger Goodell should probably be arrested for, Phillip Rivers being back in the league isn't one of them.
Okay, this might actually happen. Wins one playoff game, Disney will make a movie. I could
please let one of the Quaid brothers play him in that movie as well.
Dennis Quaid could actually play.
No, he's got the Southern twang. McConaughey.
Yeah.
McConaughey.
Oh, what? That would be great.
There you go.
Yeah, I could see that. That would be.
Let's hope he leads them to a Super Bowl. That would be the greatest thing ever.
Goodness
Oh my
gracious.
God!
Listen, you would have to throw away the whole weight thing for him to be back in the Hall of Fame. He could go out there right now and win a Super Bowl at the age of 44 after not playing in 5 years. You say, you know what? Let's just do away with that. We're gonna make an exception. Okay, you're a Hall of Famer
right now.
It's over.
No, he's going to be a Hall of Famer posthumously because he's going to wind up getting killed.
Hey, stay away from the streets of Pittsburgh.
You are such the doom gloom guy right now.
Jarvis talking. He ain't gonna get run over by a semi. He's gonna get run over by a D lineman.
Hey, we know that Phillip Rivers ain't gonna be out at 3 a.m. with his mistress and walk out in front of a semi.
Well, first off, he ain't gonna be up at 3 o'clock in the morning unless he had to get up to pee. Okay.
He is up at 3 in the morning. He's up at 3 and 4 and 5.
He might have to get up and clean up puke like I did last night. Ain't no fun.
Oh man. That's bad. All right. On that note, we are going to wrap this episode of the Coach's Box up.
Oh, might be one of the best episodes.
You know what? It's been
250.
A good one.
Yeah, 251. And
no,
guys,
we did 249.5 last week.
You guys, no, it was 250 last week. It's 250.5. Stop it. It's
3-1. 3-1.
6.7.
But it's my show, and I have a microphone.
6.7.
Yeah. So next week we will have another episode of the Coach's Box. It's like crazy.
Not coming.
Oh,
like
all right,
Christmas.
take your ball, go home, Jim.
Yeah,
It's
Notre Dame.
Merry Christmas from
Oh,
the
don't call me Jim, by the
I
way.
just did. So
I know he's been on the show more tonight, and he's not on the show.
That's funny. All right, so we will be back next week with a brand new episode of the Coach's Box before we go to holiday break. So thank you guys for tuning in. We will see you all again next week. Good night and God bless.
This episode of the Coach's Box Call It Like We See It podcast is brought to you by Off the Rails Media.